Hello again, this is Craig from Critical Mass Games. At the moment I'm just working on the Kaamados Dragamaa heavy tank. As you can see here, I've base coated it in an orange-brown colour. You could use Malaysia orange-brown for that. At the moment I'm just cutting out some Tamiya masking tape to make a camouflage pattern on the tank. As you can see, that's just been roughed out on a piece of tape and then cut out with a scalpel, and each piece is applied and smoothed onto the vehicle. So there's nothing particularly complicated here about cutting out the mask that I'm using. I'm just using a piece of Tamiya masking tape, penciled on the shapes that I want, and I'm just using a scalpel to roughly cut out the shape. Now once that's been scored, we just get the scalpel under an edge and it lifts away. This piece can now be transferred to the tank. Now this pattern on the tank isn't anything particular, but what I'm aiming for is a few blobs interspersed with larger blobs. And that's it really. This will be oversprayed with Tamiya red brown once all the masking is complete. And when the masks are peeled away, the orange will come through. So I'm about an hour into this now. As you can see, the tank's looking pretty well covered in masking tape now. Lots of areas covered. All I've got left to do now is add similar masking to the turret and barrels, and we'll be ready for spraying. Okay, so it's taken me a couple of hours to do this, but the tank is all done now, ready for spraying, which will be the next job this afternoon. All the gun barrels have been masked as well. Now I haven't gone as heavy on the masking on the gun barrels because I'll be doing quite a bit of hand detailing on these. So you'll have to forgive the background noise at the moment. That's just the graphic air extractor I've got located. As you can see, it's quite a big unit. I use this for airbrushing against. It just extracts all the particles away while I'm spraying. So whilst the masking itself was quite a time-consuming task, once it's done, spraying the actual model up is quite quick. So here we have the Kaamados heavy tank again. That's been base coated brown now over the top of the orange. All we need to do at this stage is lift off all of the pieces of masking tape that we put on. Now, I use a scalpel blade. You could use a pair of tweezers, but all I'm going to do is just peel them back gently, tilt this slightly up, and then I can pull them off. And there you can go. Now the main thing to do at this stage is lift off all these, being careful not to actually scratch the paintwork with the scalpel. So I'm about halfway through now with removing the masking tape from the hull. As you can see, the effect is pretty self-evident. The amoeba-like pattern just pops off the hull. Now the next stage with these is to start detailing everything. We'll be looking at putting some colours into the vents, the engines, and on the track systems. And here we have the finished Kaamados heavy tank. It just needs a bit of varnishing just to get rid of some of the glossy sheen on it. We've gone for a simple dry brush metallic on the tracks. The vents have been painted black and highlighted. The windshield's been painted red and shaded, and we've got the barrels on